I'm going to give you a chance during the Christmas season to go out and steal more stuff. I don't think so, ma'am. My God, ma'am, you didn't think of all of that when you made a choice to steal? I hate being the Grinch here, but this is all about law or an order. And this is 97th time. 97th time, my gosh. Okay. We have a sentence potential cap of 15 months in the state jail. Let's talk about a few things. I want you to address both parties, if you'd be so kind. So she's looking at no less than 180 days up to 15 months. She could be placed on deferred or unadjudicated probation. Plus, she could be sentenced to 15 months in the state jail, and that could be suspended, and she could be placed on regular probation for up to 5 years. I think those are the options, right?
That's my understanding.
Okay. Go ahead. Defense.
I know that the criminal history portion of this report has a lot of events, and but it does boil down to
a lot of dispositions.
I'm sorry.
A lot of dispositions.
Yes.
Just not of it. It wasn't an event. It was a disposition. But I mean, it's very disturbing. But what's between the lines, between the brackets, are disturbing too.
I understand.
I mean, 50 traffic offense citations, 25 bad check issuances, which are first cousins to thefts. They're in the family of theft. 7 failures to appear, 2 open container alcohol in vehicle citations, 1 possession of drug paraphernalia, 1 violation of school compulsory law citation. I think if we added all of this up, let's see, 75, 82, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96 criminal disposition. 96, counting misdemeanors. What I'm considering is Class C misdemeanors in the 4 lines of multiple infractions between the 2 boxes of adult and criminal history, and then the family felony court history. 96 criminal acts. It's hard for you to say that you're innocent.
Yeah, I'm not. That was when I was young. I think those 2.
I'm sorry. How you're here today?
I think I was younger.
What did you learn by those mistakes? You're here today. You're an adult, and you're still making bad mistakes. Okay, go ahead.
And that's what she told me, that a lot of that was when she was young and over 20 years ago. And although that doesn't mean it doesn't count, just wanted the court to know that it seems to me, if I'm looking at this correctly, the theft related events it happened, this particular case that happened in 2022, and apparently the first time that she had resorted back to that type of behavior in about 11 or 12 years, something like that. It had been a good while. Not that that excuses it, but it does show that she did have a break in any kind of in that kind of behavior and the theft. And I'm not sure why she chose to do this theft at this time, but
we don't even you don't have a compilation of the dates of the Class C misdemeanors, do you?
No.
Yeah, I mean that's what did we have? 80 some odd. And I can't imagine that she committed all of those in 1 year or 2 years or 3 years or 4 years or 5 years, so and how old of a lady are you right now? I hate to ask. 71.
Okay. 51.
So you're 51. That's not old.
And most of those events were when you were in your 18, 19, 20s.
Yeah.
And she does have a lot of, even in spite of that type of history, which I recognize would be the type of history that the court would want to go ahead and sentence her to state jail. We are also asking to take into consideration the physical conditions that she has now. She was evidently in a bad wreck in 2015, which caused her rib to lacerate her liver. She had surgery that they removed part of her liver, which has caused all the problems she's having now. And I think she's having another surgery, she believes, in early 2024. And as she's also in a heart failure condition, the probation officer mentions that she's in a life vest, but she can't get it because she can't afford it. And she takes a long list of medications. We would ask the court to, even in spite of the prior history, to grant her probation, even if it was with a conviction, to grant her probation. I don't know much about what medical facilities and things that state jail has to offer, but she certainly is needing a lot. And if the court would give her the opportunity just to be able to be on probation, address her medical conditions, not violate the law, follow the rules of the court, hopefully surprise the court that this would be a change that would please the court, that the possibility that probation might be able to help her find funding for a life vest, anything that she could gain from participating in probation physically with her illness, and also in learning to do the things she's supposed to do, which I'm not even sure what her limitations are, except that she does seem to have a lot of medical issues. We'd ask the court to let her to put her on probation, let her show the court that she can do probation, or you tell the court you can do probation.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't do probation, well, then she would still be able to be sent straight to state jail. But at this point, we would ask the court to let her have a chance to be out, deal with her medical conditions, and follow the law.
Go ahead.
She's been given 3 chances at probation. She's failed each time. There's no reason for us to believe that she could successfully complete probation today. That's number one. Number two, her medical situation has been existing since 2015. It certainly didn't stop her from committing this criminal offense. So I don't think that should be a reason why we allow her to receive probation. Number three, there is no restitution that is owed here. The amount that the state asked, bumped it up, was solely just an incremental bump, if anything, from when she got her last probation revoked in 2008 and went off and did 12 months. I think we were fair in suggesting 15 months as a cap, and that's what I'm asking the court to assess.
What would you like to say? Defendant.
Well, in 2015, I did have the rape, and I hadn't been in no trouble since I never was on no probation 3 times. I was on misdemeanor probation 1 time and felony probation for theft by check. And I don't have like a bunch of theft cases. This is like my first or second, and they enhanced it with the theft by check. And I was young, I was like 18, I just had my baby. And I wrote a couple of checks to get stuff for him. But I'm just saying, where I am right now, my sickness, I just wanted to see if I could be on probation so I could get the life business, continue on with my medicine and everything.
When did you get sick?
This year, in 16, I had to have surgery on my liver because it was bleeding. And now I went in the hospital.
I'm sorry, 2016?
Yeah.
Oh.
And recently I had blood clots, and I had to have surgery to get those blood clots removed. And then when I went to the hospital, I couldn't breathe, and I passed out. And they came pick me up for the ambulance, and they told me that my heart would only be 15%, and that I needed a life vest. I have to wear it like every day. On time I take it off when I use the bed. I go to take a shower, and I just going to see if I could get probation. I could do the probation. I'm not like I was younger, just watching and doing what I want. I'm got my stuff together now. I've been with that theft that I did. That was wrong. I had to try to get a shirt for my grandson, and I shouldn't have done that. I should have just paid for it, but I was wrong for it. And I just couldn't see if you grant me probation. I proved to you that I can do probation.
What was it you stole? I'm sorry.
A shirt,
A shirt.
a polo shirt.
This is a total of $390 was stolen, was taken out of your purse.
No,
I don't know if I've been shopping my whole life as a male, and polo shirts don't cost that much.
no, that's what I'm saying. I don't know how they make that. How they police.
Oh, so they're wrong. You're not wrong.
I mean, I had the shirt and like some shoes.
Detained and in the pre-sentence report, that's part of the record that was entered without objection. The total amount stolen, $389.48. Here's my interest. Here's what's interesting is in the pre-sentence report. I'd like you to explain to me where you contrived this idea. A search of your purse led to the discovery of a large silver magnet used in stores to take off security tags and a pair of wire snips. Well, you just had all the theft tools that any thief ever could ask for Christmas. You're a professional thief. You got 96 convictions of crimes, not counting what's about to happen here. 10 convictions of crimes, a theft, harassment. I mean, this goes back to 1991. You've been committing crimes for 30 years now. Over 30 years. And by the way, you not only including this crime, but other crimes were committed since 2016, the date you say you have this heart ailment that has affected your physical ability, and your life expectancy, but it doesn't prevent you from committing crimes. That's a problem. It's your criminal history. 96. That's one of the most I've done this for a long time. Thousands of cases. You are one of the most prolific criminals that have set foot in this room. And I guess you have used similar kinds of sad stories to others to try to minimize your responsibility. But this is nothing to be proud of, and it's not anything that this court can really sympathize with you. People come in here, everyone comes in here. Maybe one or two out of the thousands have been more prolific in their criminal actions, quantity of crimes more than you. But all of those thousands of people that come before me could say, Miss Tiffany Marshall, she had 97 convictions and you let her kind of sashay out of here. And I'd like the Tiffany Marshall rule, please, because aren't you supposed to be fair, Judge? Yeah, I am. I should be fair. And everybody is to be judged based upon their criminal history and character. And this is very poor character. And your criminal history is most prolific. This court is not going to change the rule of law, which states people are responsible for their bad acts, their criminal acts. They must be held responsible. Anything else?
Well, I don't know that all of the theft by check citations were convictions. I know that she said she handled most of her things by paying her checks off. But the other thing is, I would ask the court that if the court is not willing to allow her to be on probation, and even though she got a year, the last time she had a state jail felony, we would ask that you consider something on the low end, 6 months, or even a 1244. Even in light of her other problems that we would have to, as the taxpayers, have to deal with because she's so ill. So I would ask the court, if you're going to send her to jail, that you consider something on the low end.
Anything else?
No.
If not, on that argument, truly, then people who are seriously ill have carte blanche to do pretty much anything they want. And everyone has some form of situation health-wise that they're dealing with. Even the most healthy people are not perfect. I so find you guilty. I'm following this agreement. You are hereby sentenced to confinement in the state jail for a term of 15 months. You will be given credit for all time that you have served in accordance with this. Your lifestyle, see, Ms. Marshall, you have a lifestyle that you feel shocked that committing crimes should hold you accountable. You have 96 infractions of law, 96, and you are committing these crimes with special tools for getting away with attempting to commit your theft. You have specially made tools that are used in the commission of your crime. You can't, a judge cannot be lenient with you. You cost everybody. You are a one-person crime wave. It's thefts that cost everybody more money at merchandise stores because their theft, the loss is so high. We have to pay for your criminal acts. But after 96 times you have had to go deal with crimes in various courts, from felony courts to misdemeanor to Class C misdemeanor courts, you would have gotten the message, and you never have. You just are a career criminal. That's you're the very essence of a career criminal. And I wish you wouldn't do that. Thou shalt not steal. You've heard of that one. And it's not only written in moral issues, but it's right there in the law. There's a full section or 2 or 3 in the penal code which deal with dishonest acts, and that's where you are. I'm sorry. I just wish you'd have changed your ways. But like I said, you've been doing this for 30 years. 30 years. Okay.
Judge, can I get some time to get my stuff in order and go to my doctor to get my vaccine?
No, ma'am, not under this situation. The jail is going to be able, those people in the jail take care of people who have medical issues. I trust them. They are good at their job. I'm going to give you a chance during the Christmas season to go out and steal more stuff. I don't think so. Well, you've always done that. You've done that for 30 years, 97 times now.
Just take it to traffic violations. So please. I got my grandkids living with me.
Ma'am, my God. Ma'am, you didn't think of all of that when you made a choice to steal? You didn't think of what you had to lose? And the people who rely on you or respect you or look up to you? I've got children. I've got grandchildren. They help me make the right choices, and it's not all that hard to think about them first. And you don't. You just thought about stealing for your needs. I'm sorry. I don't mean to. I hate being the Grinch here, but this is all about law or an order. And this is 97th time 97th time, my gosh.
It's like this was like all them times it's like chickens and
Ma'am, they were all crimes that you were found guilty of. They were all crimes. All of them were crimes. That is all. And make sure that you inform the jail about your health needs so that they can get the proper medication for you.
All right, man, let's go.
That is all. Thank you.
Man, let's go. Let's go.